A foundation of respect and Stoic wisdom. Respect, a quality often sought but seldom truly understood. It's not a prize to be won through manipulation or force, but a natural consequence of living a life of integrity, strength, and self-awareness. Have you ever wondered why some individuals seem to command respect effortlessly, while others struggle endlessly, grasping at fleeting moments of recognition? It's not about superficial charm, physical appearance, or a relentless pursuit of popularity. Instead, it stems from a profound understanding of self-worth and the courage to act in alignment with one's principles. In today's exploration, we'll unlock the key to earning genuine respect, a game-changing move that can redefine your relationships and transform your interactions. This isn't just about gaining the approval of others, it's about cultivating a deep sense of self-respect that radiates outward, drawing others to you with genuine admiration. This journey is guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that emphasizes self-control, resilience, and the pursuit of virtue. By embracing Stoic principles, you can navigate life's challenges with grace, maintain your emotional equilibrium, and command respect without demanding it. We'll also explore the flip side of respect, the unfortunate reality of encountering hatred and negativity. How do you respond when someone actively seeks to undermine your happiness or celebrate your failures? Stoicism provides a powerful framework for transforming these encounters into opportunities for growth, resilience, and self-discovery. By understanding the root causes of hatred and mastering your emotional responses, you can maintain your inner peace and prevent others' negativity from dimming your light. This is a journey toward self-mastery, a path to becoming the kind of individual who naturally inspires respect, not through force or manipulation, but through the quiet strength of their character. We'll also delve into the subtle art of moving on with grace, of extracting wisdom from painful experiences, and of cultivating a life filled with joy and purpose. This isn't just about personal transformation, it's about creating a ripple effect, inspiring those around you to live with greater integrity and respect for themselves and others. So, let's embark on this journey together, unlocking the secrets to earning respect, weathering negativity, and living a life guided by the principles of Stoic wisdom. It's a journey toward becoming the best version of yourself, a journey toward a life filled with purpose, strength, and unwavering self-respect. The pillars of respect, Stoic detachment, and emotional freedom. True respect isn't a gift, it's earned through actions reflecting unwavering confidence and deep self-worth. Stepping away from a relationship, particularly one you've poured your heart and soul into, triggers a profound shift in the other person's emotional landscape. Initially, they may mask their feelings with indifference or pride, attempting to convince themselves they're better off without you. However, deep within, a storm begins to brew, fueled by the realization that what they had is now gone, and what they dismissed as ordinary was, in truth, extraordinary. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, and this truth becomes their internal battle as they replay memories of your strength, stability, and unwavering reliability. Women often unconsciously rely on a man's emotional steadiness, much like the air they breathe, never truly valuing it until it's gone. Your absence forces them to confront the void left behind, which isn't just about losing you but also about losing the stability and strength you embodied. This is where Stoicism comes into play. Your ability to walk away without anger or desperation reflects a man of principle, someone who doesn't seek validation externally but thrives from within. Their initial reaction might be anger or dismissive behavior, flooding social media with pictures that scream "I'm thriving," or reaching out to mutual friends under the guise of casual curiosity. However, make no mistake, this is a cover for the inner turmoil raging within. A high-value man's departure isn't just a breakup, it's a shift in their sense of control. They begin to understand that not all men are built the same and that replacing someone who carried himself with stoic grace and self-respect won't be easy. This realization weighs heavily on them, forcing them to reflect on their lack of appreciation, communication flaws, or reliance on external validation. The power of Stoic life lessons lies in their timeless wisdom. By walking away with dignity, you embody a philosophy of self-worth that transcends the superficial. When you're no longer dependent on their validation, it sends an unshakable message: you're not a man who begs, you're a man who chooses. This leaves them questioning their actions and grappling with regret. Regret isn't fleeting, it lingers in those quiet moments when they're alone, replaying the sound of your laugh, the way you listened, or how your presence made them feel secure. These memories become magnified, painting you as irreplaceable in their mind. In modern life, where respect is often undervalued, this move holds more power than ever. Walking away isn't about punishing them, it's about honoring yourself. Stoicism teaches us to control what we can and accept what we cannot. You cannot force them to respect you, but by embodying emotional strength and independence, you command it effortlessly. High-value men aren't common, and when they realize they've lost one, the chaos they feel isn't just about you, it's about what your absence represents, the void of authenticity and stability that only a man of worth can bring. As Epictetus wisely noted, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By choosing to walk away with grace and conviction, you remind them and the world that your respect starts from within. Remember, respect begins where dependency ends. Moreover, in every relationship, there comes a pivotal moment where realization strikes, and for them, it's more than just a fleeting thought, it's an undeniable awakening, a stark understanding that they've lost something truly valuable, you. This moment is only possible because you've embodied the Stoic mindset, a mindset of strength, self-respect, and unshakable value. Walking away from a situation that no longer aligns with your principles sends a shock wave that no distraction, whether it's work, friends, or a new fling, can ever truly erase. The realization hits unexpectedly, triggered by a song, a photo, or even a quiet moment when their guard is down. When it does, it's as if the weight of everything they avoided confronting comes crashing down on them at once. This realization isn't just about missing you, it's deeper. It's about confronting their own role in what went wrong, the ways their pride or ego may have pushed you away, and the truth that you're not coming back. It's a moment of self-awareness that's as painful as it is transformative. They begin to see not just the man they lost but the gaps within themselves, the woman they are versus the woman they wish they could be. Your absence magnifies this gap. It isn't just a longing for you but a longing to return to a version of themselves that felt worthy of your presence. Your decision to stand firm in your boundaries, to refuse to settle for less than respect, sends a clear message: you are a high-value man, and you won't compromise your dignity. This is the essence of winning with Stoic strength. The clarity they gain from losing you will shape them, whether they grow from it or remain stuck in regret is their path to walk. One real-life story perfectly illustrates this dynamic. A man once walked away from a long-term relationship where his efforts were taken for granted. For months, she acted unaffected, but then the cracks began to show. A shared playlist reminded her of their late-night conversations. A mutual friend's casual mention of him brought memories flooding back. One day, she texted him, admitting she finally understood what he meant when he said he needed more than surface-level connection. By then, he had moved on, not out of spite, but because he knew his worth and embraced it fully. By holding on to something unbalanced, we betray ourselves. A high-value man understands that walking away isn't just an act of strength, it's an act of self-love. In doing so, you create a ripple effect, you become a mirror, forcing others to confront their own shortcomings. When you operate from a Stoic mindset, you control the narrative. You remind them and yourself that respect is the foundation of all meaningful connections. This isn't about revenge or hope they realize your value, it's about staying true to who you are, understanding that their moment of realization is a testament to your unwavering self-worth. Furthermore, the true power of emotional detachment lies in its ability to transform your relationships and your life instantly. Emotional detachment isn't about being cold or indifferent, it's about choosing to protect your peace, principles, and happiness above all else. In today's world, where emotional reactions are often mistaken for strength, mastering Stoic detachment is a rare skill that sets you apart as a high-value man. When you detach, you're telling the world and them that your stoic happiness and personal growth are non-negotiable. This shift isn't just about you, it sends a ripple effect that changes how they view you and themselves. Imagine this: you've just come out of a relationship, and instead of pleading, arguing, or trying to fix things, you choose silence, calmness, and composure. This move disrupts the narrative they're used to. No anger, no begging, no doctor. Suddenly, you're no longer the predictable man they thought they could sway with a single tear or angry word. Instead, you embody a strength they can't ignore, the kind of strength Marcus Aurelius described when he said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. When you detach emotionally, you become an enigma. They begin to ask themselves, why isn't he fighting for me? Why doesn't he react? Has he moved on? These questions linger, growing louder with every passing day. This isn't because you've stopped caring, it's because you've chosen to care about what truly matters: your self-worth, your goals, and your inner peace. Stoicism teaches us that emotional stability isn't just a tool, it's a foundation for living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Detachment is attractive because it signals emotional strength. Most men crumble or lash out when a relationship ends, but when you remain stoic, when you walk away with dignity, they see a side of you that's rare, a man who values himself more than the fleet validation of an argument won or a love rekindled. This shift in perspective is magnetic because it highlights the qualities women deeply admire: confidence, composure, and the ability to stand firm in the face of emotional chaos. As the days go by, they'll begin to realize just how rare those qualities are. This isn't about playing games or punishing them, it's about reclaiming your power. When you detach, you demonstrate that your happiness doesn't hinge on anyone else's approval. You're not just a man, you're a force, someone who refuses to let external circumstances dictate your internal world. As Epictetus once said, we suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment about them. By detaching, you take control of that judgment, ensuring your focus remains on growth, not distractions. When they look back, they won't just miss you, they'll miss the version of themselves they became when they were with you. High-value men have a way of inspiring greatness in those around them, pushing them to rise to a higher standard. Without you, they're left to confront the gap between who they are now and who they were when you challenged them to grow, and that void, it's more than just loneliness, it's the loss of something irreplaceable. Emotional detachment isn't a weakness, it's your superpower. It allows you to protect your energy, prioritize your growth, and move through life with unwavering confidence. When you embrace this strength, you don't just change how they see you, you change how you see yourself. That's the ultimate victory, and it's a lesson every man must master in their journey towards stoic happiness and fulfillment. In addition, when you remove yourself from a situation, when you detach, it delivers an unmistakable message that reverberates far beyond your absence. Stepping back can create a tidal wave of emotional realization in their life. They feel it in every fiber of their being. The absence of your presence isn't just noticeable, it's undeniable. Women often underestimate the emotional gravity a high-value man brings into their world until it's no longer there. Your strength, your stability, your very essence become an anchor they grow to rely on. Once that anchor is gone, they begin to feel the full weight of an emotional void they can neither ignore nor easily fill. Initially, they may mask this impact with bravado or denial, convincing themselves they're better off or unaffected, but the truth has a way of creeping in during the quietest moments. The routines you shared, the security of your press, and the unspoken connection you offered now leave a gap no distractions or temporary replacements can mend. They might immerse themselves in social activities, lean on friends, or even rush into another relationship, but nothing will replicate what you brought into their life. This absence forces them to confront something far deeper, their own insecurities and vulnerabilities, parts of themselves they may have avoided facing while you were there. Emotional detachment isn't an act of manipulation but of self-respect. You're not leaving to punish them, you're stepping away because your value isn't up for negotiation. When you adopt the principles of Stoicism, you understand that walking away isn't about breaking ties, it's about setting boundaries and preserving your dignity. Women thrive on connection, but the absence of yours is more than a missing link, it's a disruption to their emotional equilibrium. She is wired to seek emotional security, and when that stability vanishes, her sense of balance shifts. She begins to see herself through a new lens, reflecting on not only what she's lost but also on what she overlooked. The shock of your absence forces her to reevaluate not just the relationship but herself. This detachment is transformative. It's a moment where clarity reigns, where you recognize the immense power you hold as a man rooted in self-respect and unwavering in your principles. A man who walks away doesn't beg, doesn't plead, and certainly doesn't linger. He moves forward with purpose, embodying the strength and stability that once captivated her. In your absence, she replays memories of your integrity, your ability to stand firm, and your unwillingness to settle. Here's the twist, she knows it's permanent. A high-value man who respects himself doesn't turn back. This permanence creates a psychological ripple effect, forcing her to confront the choices she made and the reality of losing someone like you. It's not just about the loss of you as a person, it's about the loss of everything you symbolize: security, purpose, and unmatched strength. By adopting Stoic life lessons, you embrace the philosophy that true respect begins with yourself. You don't demand it, you command it by your actions. Walking away with dignity isn't an act of defiance but a declaration of self-worth. As you stand tall, refusing to compromise on your values, she is left to grapple with the reality of what she took for granted. In that moment, respect isn't just given, it's earned, and it's unforgettable. This isn't just a move, it's a way of life. The shock of absence when executed with unwavering resolve is a testament to the strength and principles that define a high-value man. Moreover, regret is a forceful teacher, and when it grips someone, it doesn't let go easily. For them, losing you might have initially seemed like just another chapter closing, something they could shrug off with distractions or the promise of someone new, but time has a way of unraveling such illusions. Slowly, regret begins to creep in, not like a loud storm, but like a persistent whisper in their mind. Those whispers build into a deafening roar, forcing them to confront the painful truth: losing you wasn't just a loss of a person but a loss of something much deeper, something irreplaceable. It's the kind of regret that forces a person to look inward, no longer able to shift the blame or find comfort in excuses. When the Stoic mindset you embody finally settles in their mind, they begin to see things as they truly are. At first, they might have told themselves that moving on would be easy, that the stability, respect, and value you brought weren't that unique, but as life quiets and the distractions fade, their mind turns to introspection. They begin to replay every moment, every word exchanged, every effort you made to hold the relationship together. This isn't just a surface-level regret, it's an emotional reckoning. Why didn't they communicate better? Why did they let their pride come before your connection? Why didn't they see the value in what he brought to the table? These aren't fleeting thoughts, they become persistent and unavoidable, like a mirror they can't turn away from. The realization strikes them hard: they didn't just lose you, they lost the best version of themselves, secure, appreciated, and loved because of the energy you poured into their life. Regret is painful, but introspection is transformative. The more they reflect, the more they're forced to confront uncomfortable truths about their behavior and patterns. For so long, it was easier to point fingers, to focus on what you didn't do, or to dismiss your efforts. Now, with the clarity of hindsight and the absence of your stabilizing presence, they're left to face themselves. It's here in this quiet storm of reflection that the essence of Stoic principles comes alive. You weren't just a partner, you were an anchor, a man of unwavering value who stood firm in his authenticity, bringing a sense of calm and strength into their life. This regret forces them to acknowledge not just what they lost but why didn't they appreciate you? Why didn't they rise to meet you halfway? And most importantly, what does this reveal about their own growth and limitations? These questions cut deeply, but they are necessary for their evolution. Introspection, though painful, is their chance to learn, to grow, and to understand what it takes to connect with someone of true value. For you, this isn't about their regret, it's about understanding your own worth. The Stoic mindset teaches that your value isn't determined by others' recognition of it, but by the standards you uphold for yourself. If they fail to see your value, it doesn't diminish it, you remain the high-value man who stands firm in his principles, someone who brings authenticity, respect, and stability to every relationship. True growth comes not from their recognition but from your ability to maintain your integrity and purpose. Regret may transform them, but it should never define you. Instead, let it reaffirm your commitment to staying true to who you are, a high-value man who moves forward with strength and purpose, embodying the lessons of Stoicism. In addition to that, when it comes to respect, there's one move that instantly sets you apart from the rest, one that roots you firmly in their mind as someone irreplaceable, emotional detachment combined with unwavering self-respect. Deep down, beyond the layers of attraction or the games people play, lies a truth most don't understand: women, like all of us, have primal instincts. One of their strongest is the need for emotional security. This isn't a weakness, it's a deep biological and emotional craving that governs much of human connection. When you, as a high-value man, step back and remove your presence, something profound happens. It's not just about your absence, it's about the void left behind, the space where your emotional strength, clarity, and stability once resided. As a Stoic man, you were more than just someone in their life, you were the anchor in their storm, the calm amidst chaos. You didn't need them to complete you, but you chose them anyway, and that choice carried a weight they might not have even realized until it was gone. That's what happens when you walk away, not to punish them, not to manipulate, but because your self-respect doesn't allow you to chase. This move prioritizes your peace, which looks like detachment, but it is an assertion of your value. Emotional stability isn't just a tool, it's a foundation for living a life of purpose and fulfillment. It is what makes your loss harder and gives you a foundation that cannot be easily replaced. This craving isn't about dependency, it's about the realization that what you brought into their life was rare and that it was rooted in your ability to stand firm, to not play games, and to live with purpose. A powerful question comes up: are you living as the high-value man you claim to be, not for them, not for anyone else, but for you? A man who respects himself commands respect from others. It's inevitable as the tide. Your ability to step away, to let go, and to stay grounded in your values creates a ripple effect that no amount of chasing can replicate. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Persistent memories are the silent architects of respect and longing, etching their weight into the soul long after you've walked away. When a woman realizes she's lost a man of value, the memories of your shared moments don't merely linger, they evolve into an unrelenting force she cannot escape. At first, these recollections may appear harmless, even comforting, as she smiles at the thought of your laugh or the way your gaze spoke volumes, but time sharpens these memories into a double-edged sword. Warmth turns into a piercing ache as she begins to confront the emotional void you once filled. It is not just your physical absence that leaves a mark, but the undeniable absence of the emotional sanctuary you once represented. Marcus Aurelius also mentions, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, the emotional connections built through time's reassurance, consistency through actions, and the support you provided. Often at unexpected moments, a quiet evening or a pause in a busy day, does this recollection occur. What seems like just a fleeting relationship or career ambition quickly becomes a monumental memory because modern-day replacements cannot permanently erase the echoes of what once was. You brought her coffee, shared private jokes that made her feel like she was the center of your world, and looked at her with unwavering admiration. A substitute cannot replicate the emotion you gave her. Authenticity becomes more vivid the more others fall short. There are actions you do day to day reflected through with you and build a great emotional connection. It cannot be emulated with an ordinary relationship, leaving that unshakable respect. Wealth consists in having possessions but not in being content with having few wants. When you detach from the need for validation and focus on becoming a man of high value, respect will follow. Let those Stoic lessons remind that respect will earn by the actions aligned with your values. This means focusing on self-improvement and treating every interaction with authenticity. The memories you leave behind, shaped by your character and actions, become your legacy, a force that persists, strengthens, and commands respect long after you're gone. Respect is not forced but is a living force with consistent purpose and a continuous value for your life. Affirm that you will be a memory that lingers long after the moment, a person of presence and earned respect. Recite this to help those memories from trying to cloud your judgment. That is how the small consistent act that made you genuine will stay. The what-ifs become storms in the mind, destroying self-reflection by the thoughts that do not provide clarity. In addition, with the what-ifs there is a deep storm that has been made where her confidence is no longer to be obtained. The person will lose all resolution that make them. Selfish, insecurities, limitations make people realize what made their relationship crumble with their partner. As the mind gets more and more swirled, you tend to realize you have created your what-if. People tend to focus on themselves instead of their own well-being. Being someone of a good will is better with a well-built-up personality and value for others. When the values don't align, there become a big divide due to the amount of high standards you should carry. When trying to avoid, you get too afraid to attempt. It is important to be someone who shows that you can give and give rather than wallow in your own sorrow. You also need to make sure that these things do not turn into walls. Those same walls can trap you within the same mistakes you have made or protect you from the actual true love that can exist. As you remember moments with a partner, it is also good to ask, what could I do? This shows the amount of worth that can be brought to the relationship. Always keep this in check to see what kind of person it is that you are or want to be, because they can be a wake-up call. As long as you are reminded of what makes a valuable partner, your high standards will remain. Lastly, imagine there is an undeniable truth that you must face because it has become real: they are irreplaceable to her. As things start to grow, with them you are now at the standard that most people cannot keep up with. The Stoic happiness and unshakable value that you hold high will make anyone seek it after they have lost it. You taught to live by action instead of fleeting moments. After others, that presence will continue to be brought into your space and your absence will continue to grow louder. The strength that wisdom and confidence brought to you will be the truth. When you stand for your values, you make all around you learn what kind of person they can be as they grow to you as an influence. As it continues to grow, it will become something to have, and those around you can look at the unshakable value. As you stay true to what cannot be replaced, you need to still ensure that all of your needs are what is truly needed for you. Integrity in actions will build that kind of power over time as you learn that all must live exceptional with your own value. Always let yourself be known, because the influence alone will hold respect for you as you build something for yourself as a foundation instead. Understanding these principles is only the beginning. The true power lies in consistently applying these insights to your life, transforming your relationships, and becoming a beacon of respect in a world that desperately needs it. It's about embodying Stoic values, cultivating emotional strength, and creating a life that inspires others to rise to their full potential. This is a journey of continuous growth, a lifelong pursuit of virtue, and a commitment to living with unwavering integrity. It's about understanding that respect isn't something you demand, it's something you earn through the way you live your life. As you move forward, remember the timeless wisdom of Stoicism: control what you can, accept what you cannot, and always strive to be the best version of yourself. This is the path to a life filled with purpose, strength, and lasting respect.